Hello, healthcare and NEMT transportation leaders. I'm Coach Willena McGee, RMBSN, your NEMT coach and strategist. And I'm so excited to welcome you to our very first WMNEMT Market update for March 2026. Now, this is a brand new monthly series. I'm trying this out and I'm not feeling too hot today, so bear with me. But this is designed specifically for NEMT business owners who are serious about building real companies, staying compliant, and positioning themselves for the biggest opportunities in the game. Today, we have a lot to cover. We're going to look at massive federal contract opportunities in the Virginia and DC area, a smart subcontractor strategy for West Virginia, and some heavy-hitting policy changes from CMS and SBA that could directly impact your bank account and your business structure. So let's get into the news you need to know for the next month. But first, hit that like button and share with a friend jumping into the NEMT industry. First up, if you operate anywhere near Northern Virginia, DC, or Maryland, you need to have your eyes on the VA. The DC VA Medical Center currently has an open opportunity for wheelchair van transportation services for our veterans. Now, the official response deadline is March 6, 2026. So if you're just hearing about this right now, let's be real, let's keep it real. It might be a little late to try to jump in as the prime contractor. That's the main person in charge, because the paperwork for a federal bid like this is intense. However, you should still be watching this contract closely. Why? Because once that award is handed out, the winner is going to need reliable partners. Y'all feel me? Y'all hearing me? You hear me? All right. This is a golden opportunity to position yourself as a subcontractor for the company that wins the bid. If you have the dispatch, the clean vehicles, and the drivers, you can still get a piece of that federal pie without the massive headaches of managing the entire contract yourself. Now, let's move on to West Virginia. We're seeing a similar play, but on the state level. Many of you know that the big statewide broker bid closed a while back, but don't let that discourage you. In West Virginia, the state uses a broker model where one big company like ModivCare runs the show and then hires smaller transportation companies to actually do the work. So even if you miss the initial bid, the door is still wide open to join their provider network. The headline here is simple. Stop worrying about the big contract you missed and start focusing on getting credentialed with the winner, so you can start taking trips and generating revenue right now. Now, let's talk about something that sounds a bit government heavy, but is actually a huge deal for your daily operations. CMS and the Department of Health and Human Services have a proposed rule called the Notice of Benefit and Payment Parameters for 2027. In plain English, the government is cracking down on waste, fraud, and abuse within the insurance system. They're tired of money going missing or being mismanaged, so they are tightening the screws on how insurance companies operate. This matters to you because of the trickle-down effect. When the government gets strict with insurance companies, those companies get strict with you. You're going to see this show up as tougher compliance audits, more paperwork when you submit claims, and even potential shifts in your reimbursement rates. March 13th is the deadline for public comments on this rule. So consider this your warning. The days of just winging it with your documentation are officially over. So speaking of rule changes, we have a major update from the Small Business Administration regarding citizenship and residency. And this affects a lot of my students. Effective March 1st, 2026, the SBA is tightening its requirements for their major loan programs. If you have a business partner or an owner who is not a U.S. citizen, even if they are a legal permanent resident with a green card, your eligibility for SBA backed loans just changed. This is happening because the government is prioritizing U.S. citizenship for federal funding. If this affects you, do not panic, but you do need to act. You may need to restructure your ownership percentages or look into different types of private financing to ensure your growth doesn't hit a wall. So, talk to your legal or financial advisor immediately to make sure your business stays loan ready. Finally, we have some housekeeping on the paperwork side. The SBA has two more deadlines in March regarding disaster loans and reporting requirements. This is the part of the business that isn't flashy, but it is the foundation. Whether it's preparing for a rainy day or just keeping your records straight for the next time you need funding, pay attention to these dates on March 2nd and March 23rd. Now, that wraps up our very first market update. This is a lot of information to digest, and I know you want the specifics. So, if you want the exact links to those VA and Virginia RFPs, the full breakdown of the SBA residency changes, and the step by step on how to navigate these new CMS rules, you need to be in my paid community. I've posted all the pertinent links and the deep dive documents there so you can move with a plan instead of just guessing. Click on the link in the description to join us, and I'll see you inside of the community and in the next update. Hey, Shalom. Says, appreciate your content. We are on Kentucky and hoping to go live midsummer. Good job. I'm so glad you said that because I was wondering. I said I've got some states. I've been working on all the states videos, and I've been thinking, hey, which states do I do next? My husband said, well, do a poll to ask your audience. And I said, okay, I will. So, hey, Kentucky is number one. All right. And if you like to share anything about your experience on starting in Kentucky, let me know. Send me an email, admin@nemtstartupcoach.com. All right. Well, I am so glad that everybody that's watching is here. I have caught some type of bug, probably from being in a warmer climate in Florida and then coming back here to South Carolina, and it's freezing, y'all. I mean, it's freezing for us. Possible to mentor, I will send email. Absolutely. Come on in. Come on in. We need you. So we need to build out our network. So yes, love it. All right. So anyone, just make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Again, I thank everyone for your support. The channel has grown exponentially. I'm excited about our upcoming conversation with J. Todd Sheridan of Ride Central on Friday. So come on by, step in. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you're at work, play it in your ear, whatever you got to do. We're just going to have a good time and have a conversation talking about transportation discharge and the bottleneck that occurs there. And if you have not had a chance to go visit my website, www.nemtstartupcoach.com, I have a lot of information on there. It gives you financing options to get into one of our larger programs. You can hit the product section. And even though our Write Your Business Plan with me is still currently going on, I have opened it for you to go ahead and purchase it at the lower tier at $197 to get the information and get started. And when that closes, when we complete the program, I will be increasing the price. So I look forward to everyone seeing you guys Friday. I'm going to the bed until my first appointment at 1 so I can get some rest. All right, you all, you stay blessed. Shalom, shalom, and may the peace of Yah be with you.